Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. And there's the bell to start the round. Perfect punch. Got him there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Can they finish it?
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
Oh, what? What a shot. What? Oh, my goodness. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You got it. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What's the referee thinking right now?
Oh, what a shot.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Boy, this next round is... They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Misses with the jab. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over bone. Ball in the match is all pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is!
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. That'll be... And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nope, that jab not going to score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
Punch, counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
These two were made for each other. That punch scores. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest, so the fight will continue How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Just missing with the uppercut. They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Big hooks upstairs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's going to react.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. That jab doesn't find a home. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt of. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
The perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Tried to score with the uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Throws the jab, it doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of the...
And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Tries to throw a punch himself. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He landed a good jab there.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different...
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Just missing with the uppercut. It's all offense all the time. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get back.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them. toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get it, kitchen sink.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both men step back for just a moment. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This has been a very competitive round between these two. This is a high-octane battle.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. That hook doesn't score. So 2 judges are in agreement, but that's all you need in this game. A majority decision win.
It's been a good one. Good entertainment. Everybody benefited. Those fighters there will learn so much from this fight. The fans cannot argue with that decision. I'm sure you won't, Todd.